All right, hello everyone, and we are going to be looking at step 3 of mindfulness, the seventh limb of yoga, which is the third of the contemplative limbs of yoga. And this one is the limb of meditation. And the limb of meditation is called Dhyana. So here it is. Um, so once you have practiced withdrawal of the senses and you have your drishti, your concentration anchors that you're focusing on, the third step that we're going to move into is meditation. So many people think about meditation as being all the contemplative limbs of yoga, but it's really just one of four of the contemplative limbs, and it's one of 8 of the limbs of yoga. So, in order to prepare ourselves for meditation and the inner limbs, we need to get the wiggles out. So, one of the reasons we practice asana is to get all the tension out of our body and move us into a state of relaxation so that we're not distracted by discomfort within the body. By practicing the yamas and the niyamas, we are prepared mentally to go into these contemplative limbs. So, by being kind to other people and practicing nonviolence, by telling the truth and not regretting lies that we tell, by not stealing from others, by being clean and in a non cluttered space, we are in prime condition to move into the contemplative limbs of yoga. The breath work is a drishti many times. It can also relieve tension. So pranayama, there are many reasons to practice, but those outer limbs of yoga help prepare us for these contemplative limbs. But everything works in tandem all at once, so it's all simultaneous. So while they're separate limbs, they're also working together. Anyway, the third step to mindfulness is the art of meditation. So, meditation and mindfulness are not synonymous. So, keep that in mind. Meditation is an exercise that helps you become more mindful. So, just like you practice cardio to improve the condition of your heart and lungs, you practice weightlifting to improve your muscle strength, and yoga as well. You're also practice using meditation sort of as the weights and the practice to increase mindfulness. So it's strength training of the mind, and it helps us become healthier emotionally and mentally. All right. Whoops. Got a little bit fast there. Okay, there we are. Nope, nope. Okay, now. All right, so moments of bliss. So dhyana is the term for meditate. So as you meditate, as I mentioned in the last lesson, your mind is going to wander. You're going to just naturally begin to think. So as you become aware of your thoughts, you're going to allow them to pass and then bring your awareness back to your anchor, whatever that may be. So the moments between thoughts where you experience a feeling of bliss, that is actually dhyana. So, meditation and dhyana are sort of different in that meditation is the art of noticing your thoughts and letting them go without judgment, whereas dhyana are those little periods of time between those thoughts. So, the more you practice, the more you're going to experience these moments of bliss, and the longer they're going to become. So, they're going to lengthen. Think of it this way: you're having a conversation with a friend and you haven't seen that friend in a long time, and before you realize it, many hours have passed, even though it may seem like a very short amount of time. Another example is being engrossed in a book. It's got your complete attention, and before you realize it, it's late in the evening. It's early in the deep morning, and you've been reading this book. So that's sort of what dhyana feels like. And you're unaware of your experiencing until you come out of that state. Once again, preparing for contemplative practices, find a quiet place, free from distractions. Oops. We've already talked about this. You can sit in a chair, cross leg on the floor, place a yoga block under you. Remember, if you lie down, you're going to possibly fall asleep. So just be mindful of that. Turn off all media and electronics. Now, this week we're going to look at walking meditation. So what I have here is an explanation. So with a walking meditation, your anchor or your drishti are your feet. So you're really going to be focusing on the sensations in your feet. This type of meditation is appropriate for anyone and everyone, but it's especially good for people who are restless and want to move. So if you have trouble lying still or sitting still, you might want to try walking meditation, which we're all going to do. You can use the width of a room. You don't have to have a large space. All you have to do is be able to move several steps back and forward, so you can really focus on the sensations of your bare feet. And it's good to go barefooted. The grass outside in the summer can feel really nice. So finding a grassy place free of any kind of stickers or anything that could hurt your feet would be great. I love going barefooted. I always do when I can. So I've included a walking meditation practice in this lesson this week. And we're going to do guided imagery. So guided imagery meditation is a little different from other types of meditation. So while most have you observe your thoughts, you're actually going to be using your thoughts and creating a scene in your mind with guided meditation. And you want to involve as many of the five senses as possible. All right. So you're going to take yourself away from your current space to a comfortable place in your mind, a place that makes you feel secure, a place that makes you feel emotionally content. It doesn't necessarily have to be joy or happiness, but a place that you feel that you can go and relax. So remember, in your introductory literary courses, imagery is writing that the author uses to help the reader see, hear, taste, feel, or the five senses: see, hear, taste, feel, or hear. Oops, I've got hear twice. I thought that was weird. Smell. I should put smell in there. Sorry. What is happening in a work of fiction. So think of yourself as the author of a short story in your mind, and you're creating this image in your mind for that. And I have included a guided imagery meditation that I've recorded for you to practice. Final thoughts meditation is your third step of contemplative mindfulness practices. Also, the seventh limb of yoga. Your anchor for a walking meditation, the feet. Guided imagery, the image is your anchor. And the metaphor of weightlifting helps us show how meditation can strengthen mindfulness. And I hope that you enjoy these meditations. Please let me know if you have questions, and I will see you soon.